welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me for another video today. Today we will be getting a channeled message. This is a general read for the collective. How y'all doing today? Hopefully everyone's doing really well. Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guides, nice permission. Channel messages for the collective. Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guides, I ask that you please guide me, protect me, assist me, providing clear and concise messages for the collective for their benefit and for mine. Thank you for this. The world. Something about cycles, arguments, energies of the devil, judgment. People who've been leaning into devilish energies, falling under judgment. Judgment being called. 6 of Wands, victory. Devil energies on the bottom. Capricorn energies, worldly goods, needful things, addiction, anger, lust, greed, envy. Temptation, weakness. Someone's very concerned with their self-image. The Lovers. Someone could choose romantic partnerships or unions in general based on what it can do for them or how it makes them look. Someone could be very concerned with the way things look, the way they look, people's opinions of them. They could be very concerned with their public image or their reputation. Someone cares very much what other people think. The Sun. This could be a divine masculine who's very in the fire energies. Okay. The World again. The World, thank you. Cycles. Things happening online. Things happening worldwide. Worldwide events, climactic events, the devil again, jealousy, envy, greed, addiction, lust, temptation, those sort of things, weakness, desire, confusing wants with needs, forgetting oneself, feeling entitled. Those sorts of things have led people down the path that would be described as being under the influence of the devil, basically. Nothing else. A good thing he's found. Devil. There could be a Capricorn who feels very who's very in their ego, or there could be a Capricorn who's finding it very difficult to get out of like their sun sign energies. Very last time to what he needs. Sleep out in the rain. if she say that's the way it ought to be. Okay, so someone could be involved with someone, collective, who feels that they should not be as tempted by worldly goods as they are. So like someone could be trying to check themselves right now because they want to be in a relationship with someone who's not as concerned with these temptations that the world offers or whatever. So they're trying to like reel that back in. They're trying to change their ways. This song that's going right now, it's like, if she says that he should sleep out in the rain, that's how it should be because he loves her, that's what he's gonna do. She can bring him such misery. 6 of Wands, his public reputation. So his concern at this point is what this woman thinks, is what this woman or his partner or his lover, this person he's in a relationship with, the lovers came up. Ace of Cups, this love that this man has for this woman, he can't see that she can do any wrong. He could never want some other girl. Okay. All right. When a man loves a woman. Percy Sledge. King of Coins. All right. Could be, earth sign, masculine. Capricorn in particular keeps popping up as the Tower. Someone's going through a tower. Okay, so someone could have not wanted to deal with what was eventually going to be a tower, or someone external to this man, okay, so it could have seen you, collective, as a tower to this man. Like, this man is gonna, oh no, we can't even let this man see this woman. This man is gonna be so in love with this woman. That's the energy I'm getting. There were people surrounding this man. Okay, so these could be feminine energies, these could be masculine energies, these could be friends, family members, exes, whoever, I don't know. Gym buddies, I don't know, okay? But there were people surrounding this man who already knew how this man felt about this woman, and so they were trying to figure out how to put a wedge in what was already there. Or these people external knew about this woman, or you, collective, take it as resonates, previous to the man knowing about this woman or seeing this woman or something. So they were trying to stop what they saw as a tower. They saw it as a tower, you entering into this man's life. So this man could have just been in some kind of low vibrating, masculine energy because of the people that they were surrounded with, or because of the people that they grew up with, or because of the people that they chose to surround themselves with. Okay, so this man, they decided that they were going to face what the people around him were making out to be a tower. This man decided that he was going to face this tower. Like, is this really a tower? Let's see. Let's be this individual who can withstand the tower. So maybe this man went through a tower themselves, This could be some sort of realization that they went through, like a catastrophic event unfolding in their lives, and it sort of like, opened their eyes to who these people that were surrounding them really were, or opened their eyes to the type of people that they had surrounded themselves with. Like, maybe they were in some sort of fog. Like I'm saying, maybe they were in some sort of lower vibrational energy where they were busy lusting and being addicted and just in that low vibrational energy, going the roundy round, right? And then instead of trying to elevate out of that, they were gonna, these people surrounding this man, that is, they were gonna try and keep him in those energies. So again, they saw it as a tower, that this man would ascend out of those energies and become something other than what he already was, or become something other than what they could use or get out of him, okay? or become something other than what they could ever be, like crabs in a barrel. They don't want to see him elevate because they're not willing or capable to elevate themselves. So again, just, you know, what they saw as a tower, this man decided to face head on because he stepped into his divine masculinity. Okay, so the tower is more for the energies external to this man, because the idea of himself has fallen away. He's had an ego death, or the idea that these people surrounding him were healthy for him has fallen away, because, you know, the wool has been pulled back over his eyes, and this is, you know, his third eye has been open. He's had some, you know, something has happened in this man's life where, to the people who it is a tower for, it is a tower for them, as in, you know, everything falling away, everything falling apart in their life, things built on shaky foundations, you know. But the thing is, if this man, past, present, future energy collective, if this man finds himself to be the one left standing when all else falls away, then the man has become the tower. The man did not run from the tower. The man did not buckle at the sight of the tower. The man did not hide away from the description of what the tower would be from these energies surrounding the man who wished to play the part of crabs in a bucket, pulling him down, keeping him low, keeping him in some sort of low lifestyle. So then, you know, if he's the only man left standing, then he knows, you know, which cup to pour into at that point. He knows to work on himself. He knows how to elevate. He knows that through his own, you know, whatever the tower represents, going through it, withstanding the tower. That's what these energies are. So it's negative for some, positive for others. It's sounding and feeling like this, the man in the scenario is the one who went through some sort of major change, very ground shaking event, some sort of catastrophic event in their life, or an ego death, or something like that. A great revelation. Okay, Six of Swords. All right, they could have been delivered from something. This could be describing your energies collective. You could be this man. You be feeling this way. Take it as it resonates. Five of Coins, Eight of Wands. So, someone quickly headed toward poverty. Okay, collective. Something about somebody headed toward poverty. So, like, someone is very quickly, someone has experienced, you know, some financial distress in their life. This could have been what that tower was. Could have been financial in nature. So they could be experiencing poverty or sickness, illness, or disease at this time. They could be experiencing conditions that they wanted for you. That also is a lot of this Eight of Wands. People suffering blowbacks from energy that they have been putting out there, energy they have been sending out there, each and every wand of intent that they put out there, each and every wand of action that they put into motion, whatever the ill intent was, because it wasn't a match for your vibration collective. It had no choice but to ricochet, but to boomerang, but to come back. You didn't even have to return it. It knew where its home was. It knew where it came from. So someone is quickly headed toward poverty, or someone is quickly headed toward financial strain, financial loss, okay? Sickness, illness, disease, being excluded from comfort, housing, safety, all that, okay? Bad things happening to their person in their environment. Financially, spiritually, things happening to their corporal form, sickness, illness, and disease. So it's either energy coming back at them, which is why it's happening so quickly that they're headed toward this, because it's the momentum. They're riding the wave of momentum of energy that they have built up themselves. They're riding this wave, right? So anybody who had ill intent towards you of poverty, sickness, illness, disease, they themselves will be, or they themselves are experiencing that same energy. And it looks like the energy is as I described. Very quickly heading toward them, or they're very quickly headed toward the energy of poverty, lack, sickness, illness, and disease. 5 of Cups, sadness. Someone is sad about this. Someone is sad about the reality that their own energy has come back to them. Okay? Someone could be in a depressive state. The Magician. Someone tried to manipulate something here in the environment. Or alternately, collective, you could be this magician in control of all the elements of your life. You're a happy elemental being in control. You have self-control. You have everything you need at your fingertips to manifest the life you want, and you do. The Devil. Here we are back with this Capricorn energy. This is this masculine's energy. This could be you, collective. You could be this masculine Capricorn or feminine Capricorn. Take it as it resonates. I say masculine because of the song that was going on when I was getting into the energy, and then the King of Coins popping out. Or it didn't come out, but it showed up. Anything else from this deck? Anything else besides these two? 8 of Wands, 5 of Coins. Strength. Okay. Strength. So it's like the energy they put out is strong, so that's the reason that this is happening so strongly to them. Like the level of intensity with which whatever ill intent they sent towards you, the intensity of it, the level of intensity of negativity, hatred that they sent towards you, it's not something they're expecting coming back. I think they had a disproportionate view of, it's like they're, you know how when someone overreacts? It's like that, but it's energetic. So the energy coming back to this individual, that overreaction, you know, someone was triggered, you know, many someones were triggered, basically. Many unhealed someones, many wounded someones were triggered many times, many different ways. And because you served as the vessel for the trigger, or you were in the place at that time, or you were the most likely to be collateral damage due to this individual being in close proximity to you, or a parent or something like that, you know, this energy of there being a great disproportionate energy coming at people and then coming back to people, because first of all, the level of intensity in which this jealousy, envy, greed, and hatred was projected towards you, the level of ill intent that was projected towards you, the way that these people have been acting towards you, collective, take it as it resonates, it is as if you have done horrific things to them. But the reality of the situation is they have done horrific things to you. It always began with them doing horrific things to you. And you never did anything wrong in the first place. You never did anything for these people to be angry with you for at all. They victimized you to begin with. They made up lies to begin with. They excused their behavior to themselves to begin with. You never did anything wrong to begin with. So you have this strength. The type of strength that only comes with an individual who knows that they genuinely do not deserve the treatment that people are trying to serve them with. You know, People were over here trying to serve you with karma left and right, which is their own karma. They were trying to deflect it and send it your way. They're trying to pretend like it doesn't belong to them. They're trying to pretend like you did something bad to them, and so you deserve the way they're treating you. They're trying to pretend like you're over here doing the things that they're doing. You know, these people, they said and did so much, and the level of intensity with which these people sent ill intent towards you is insane. Because, like I said, you never even did anything to these people. You triggered them. That is the absolute worst way that you could think about the reality of your involvement in this. You simply existing triggered them in so many ways. It triggered all the insecurities that they had. What on earth would whip them up to such a frenzy that they would start out with wanting to see you hurt and end up with wanting to kill you? The level of intensity, all because you, what? Because you look good, all because you have something they want, all because you're more talented than them, or all because you make them feel insecure about, or all because you remind them of somebody who hurt them, or all because you know, they want the person you're with, or all because they're just a terrible person and they're a predator, and so they will you know, seek out your type, okay? Or all because they just could not handle the fact that, you know, you existed, so they began lying to themselves immediately. For some reason, your existence, the strength of the fact that you have done literally absolutely nothing wrong. You didn't even retaliate against them when they began attacking you, because they began attacking you. You didn't even retaliate. And then they continued to attack you over and over and over again. And you continued to not retaliate over and over and over again. And even now in the reads right now, collective, the type of reader that I am, I don't ask a bunch of questions. I don't question things. I don't ask a bunch of questions. Every once in a while I might ask a question, and I don't expect to get an answer even, but I don't ask questions. I simply deliver messages as I interpret them through the cards, and as I intuit feelings and emotions and things that I have gifts for which to utilize, and I choose to do so for the benefit of the collective. Okay? So I don't even ask questions. All of this stuff, that all of these details and all of these things and all the stories and all the examples and things that come out, it's not for me asking details for things. It's from spirit wanting for details to come out, because you are not detailing things, collective. You are not doing things in response to what these people are doing. You are not even paying attention to them. You are not even questioning, like me personally, you know, this is how it resonates with me. I'm not even asking questions. When spirit wants me to know something, spirit throws a card out from a shuffle without me even asking a question. The only question I ask is a message. How more open could I be? I don't ask any detailed questions at all. I mean, like I said, okay, occasionally I might ask you know, what is this thing, or what is that thing, or is it this, or is it that, or is this what I'm thinking? Is it what I'm thinking, or should I, you know, expand on this, or should I really say this, or say that? But I generally don't ask questions. All this detail and all this level of all the storylines and everything that has come out, it wasn't even asked for. I didn't even ask for that detail. I don't even ask for details. There's already so much detail coming out. You don't even have to ask for it. Spirit throws cards out so that you can interpret it yourself. Spirit displays the truth. Open to interpretation, of course, and I'm trying to do my best at reading, you know, hopefully it resonates with you members of the collective out there. Again, I'm doing this for the benefit of myself and the other members of the collective out there, for our own bit of resonance that we take away from these stories, however it relates to us and our personal stories, taking what we need and leaving behind what we do not. But I myself personally, I'm not the type of reader who asks a bunch of questions. And the strength of your character, it's like, it's so great and incredible. It's like you're larger than life. Your energies are larger than life. The energy for the strength card, it's like, it's heroic individuals, Herculean figures, people who, people write stories about that last forever. Hercules, Joan of Arc, all these, incredible, strong characters that have been written about, fables, actual people who, have been documented to live. People who might never have lived, but, they're still famous anyway. You never know. But you, collective, you are now listed among those. Your story, collective, has gone down in the annals of history. What has happened to you and us as a whole, collectively, what has happened is akin to the stuff that all the stories that are written in all the religious basis texts, all the stories. That's the kind of stuff that has happened to you. That is how strong your story is. That's how strong your character is. That's how strong of a actual living human being you are, or how strong of a living group of human beings we all are. And these stories are so unbelievable. The strength of the reality of the person that you are, it's like words fail to describe the energy that comes with knowing the truth of who you are, what you went through, what you have put up with, the grace with which you have withstood the types of attacks that other people, first of all, these people who have to, attack you, these people who feel that they have to attack you because they're triggered, right? Let's go back to the original point I was trying to make. These individuals attacked you because they were triggered. Again, you didn't do anything wrong. You simply are existing. You didn't do anything wrong. They were the ones who the wrong originates with them. It belongs to them. So they cannot send ill intent toward you and then say that you deserved it because they feel like that. That is an invalid. It is not truthful. It is not based in reality, right? So everything after that, all metrics after that are also unlawful. It's untruthful. So to begin with fixing what was a preconceived notion, or what was a miscommunication, or what was a mistake, or what was a complete falsehood or a lie, to get the truth of the matter at the source, at the beginning point, straight, to get that straight. And then for people to understand that means all of the attacks that you've been going through for your whole life, the way that you have dealt with these attacks, the strength of your character, the fact that you are the type of people that are written about in the Bible, the fact that all of that is real. And then here we are with these people still trying to make it your fault, still trying to victim blame. still trying to pull completely recognizable bullshit. And you're just too strong for it. You're way too strong for it. And these people, they're going through such towers and such devastating events as 5 of coins in their life, 5 of cups in their life, tower, judgment over again, tower, judgment over and over again. They're going through these things, and Spirit is letting us know, collective, you're so strong, you're not even asking about it. You don't even ask about it. Like I said about me asking questions during the reads, I don't even ask questions about it. Spirit lets me know what Spirit wants me to know in regards to the messages to be delivered. I'm really not concerned about anything outside of that because I know Spirit has me. I know Spirit's got it. I don't got to worry about anything outside of that. I don't have to concern about who's, I don't have to be concerned about who's coming after me because I don't have a guilty conscience. So if people are attacking me, I know that the problem lies with them. And Spirit's going to take care of that. They got their own lessons to learn. Just because they want to jump up and down and scream and be like, hey, pay attention to me, Even though they want to jump around in front of me, it doesn't mean that I have to pay attention to them. It doesn't mean that I even have to meet their eye. I don't have to validate their outburst or existence by speaking to them, by even acknowledging them. You don't have to, collective. You don't have to respond. You don't have to ask questions. You don't have to explain yourself. When people are trying to accuse you of crimes, let's say, for example, someone tries to accuse you of a crime, okay? They have to prove that you're guilty of that crime. You don't have to prove you're innocent. They have to prove you're guilty. So for people to think that lying to their friends and family and getting away with the bullshit they get away with in their life is the same thing as going into something as serious as court or legal agreements and the same kind of shit that flies between their friends and family when it doesn't even matter is gonna fly when we're talking about stuff that is traceable, stuff that needs to be based in truth and legal reason and law. If something is unlawful to begin with, first of all, everything they tried to do is null and void. And secondly, they are then going to have to deal with the fact that they will have repercussions for committing crimes, because lying under oath is a crime. Filing false police reports is a crime. Committing crimes and then trying to commit more crimes to cover up the crimes is a crime. These people are committing crimes left and right. These people are committing crimes against you, violations against you, spiritual violations, physical violations, lying. You're too strong for any of this. You're not even paying attention to these people. These people are over here desperately trying to get your attention for everything desperate. Hey, jumping out in front of you. Hey! This is literally the type of person coming up after you, collective. This is literally the type of person who would jump out in front of your car and pretend to be hit so that they could then try to sue you and get money out of it. They're that type of grifter person, okay? They are literally the type of person who, if they're like a stalker, like a creepy stalker, they're the type of person who's going to stalk where you live. They're going to try to get into where you are. You know, if you're some sort of celebrity or star, and then let's say you are at like, a hotel, and this is the crazy stalker fan who is going to, work their way into the restaurant staff, and then they're going to try to bring you something to your room. And as soon as you open the door, they're going to run up in your room because they're crazy stalker fan. Because they're insane, coming at you, and you don't even know who they are. Because they have created in their head that you are the target of all of their adoration, or you are the target of all their hate, or you are the reason for everything going on in their life. So all of these situations in which you're not even paying attention to, whatever it was that is causing these people to drive themselves into the insane asylum or into the prison or into the graveyard, whatever it is that is causing themselves to, it's like you're not asking questions because you don't want to know. Dear God, you don't even want to know. You don't want to know what would make someone live a life like that. You thank God every day that you have made better choices with your life. You thank God every day that your life reflects the blessing that is bestowed upon you. You thank God every day. You understand these individuals are very far from God. They're 5 of coins. They're very far from God. They have been shut out of the house of God here. They're experiencing a low point. Meanwhile, you're in the strength energy, experiencing a high point. From their point of view, from their perspective, it looks like you're constantly on a high point because you have the strong position. You are the strong one. Between the two of them, you are the strong one. They are the weak one. You are the strong one. They might have some false sense of what strength actually means. They might think that strength is, forcing their way. They might think that that makes them a strong person. Much like a man who forces himself on a woman it makes them feel like a big strong man to force themselves on a woman to get their way. It makes them feel better about themselves. Right? And they will excuse it to themselves. When in actuality, it's because they're weak. It's because they're a bitch-ass weak man who can't get anything without forcing themselves, or who can't feel good about themselves without hurting another person. And because they're a bitch-ass man, they're not going to pick on someone their own size. No. They're going to be a man forcing themselves on a woman, or they're going to be an adult forcing themselves on a child or something like that, where the power dynamic is disproportionate because that's the only way they feel good about themselves. They're the weak one, you're the strong one, right? You're the one who has the strength to withstand. You're the one who has the feminine strength, the strength that wells up from within. The ability to deal with problems that come without becoming the person who sent the problem, or without becoming the problem, or without becoming a worse and more terrible person for having dealt with a problem. Because that's obviously these people's problem. They have a lot of problems. Weakness is just one of their problems. But strength of character is just one of your beautiful contributions to society. Because you contribute to society. They do not. They are a detriment. Anything else from this? No? Okay. Temperance. Okay. The world on the bottom. 6 of coins. Fair shake. Can we get a clarifier for this? The 5 of coins. So I was asking for a clarifier for the 5 of coins. I couldn't get it out, but it was the 5 of coins again. So clarifying the 5 of coins is another 5 of coins. So this individual who thought that they were going to force their way, or this individual or these people who thought they were going to force themselves on you, or these people who did, take it as it resonates, they now are experiencing the cobbled together 10 of Pentacles, okay? The Between the two Five of Pentacles, we have, again, cobbled together the Ten of Pentacles. This energy came out before, where these individuals, they thought, because they asked devilish energies to see into the future, trickster energies they asked to see into the future. And so those trickster energies, they only showed them snippets of reality and then shrouded in mystery and then alluded to certain things and then allowed these people's weaknesses to just take over, allowed their insecurities to run rampant. The trickster energies love that kind of shit. So they showed these people that between the group and between all the actions at the end of the day, that they would have the Ten of Pentacles. The trickster energy told them, the Ten of Pentacles will be yours. But the trickster energy didn't tell them that the way the Ten of Pentacles would be theirs is two different times in their life when they would experience poverty. So if they had, had those Five of Pentacles together, sure, they would have had the Ten of Pentacles. But hey, that's how the trickster spirit works. It's selective about what it tells you. Oh well, guess you shouldn't have been asking questions that you had no right to know answers to. Serves you right. So these individuals thought they were going to cobble together a Ten of Pentacles by fraud, by forcing their way. They thought they were going to profit off of exploiting you. They thought they were going to put you in the Five of Pentacles and then steal half of your money by doing it. All of those types of energies are present with individuals who lie, cheat, steal, and kill for a living. Baby, for you. Baby, for you. Ten of Swords. Come see about me. Knight of Wands. Recklessness. Someone coming in doing something quick. Nine of Pentacles. Someone was reckless with their body, with their health, with their independence. Someone wanted for you to not have any bodily autonomy, so they're finding themselves not having any bodily autonomy. Someone tried to enlist the help of a group of predators, and they wanted for those predators to be able to make your life a living hell. They wanted to sell you into the sex slavery. This could have actually happened to you, okay? This individual themselves is experiencing that exact same energy, okay? This individual or these groups, they could have wanted for you to experience periods where you had no say in what happened to your body. So take it as it resonates. This could be something as, they wanted for you to be tied up so that you could not fight, okay? Or they wanted for you to be chained down so that you could not escape or run away. This could be they wanted for you to be sedated so that you could not move at all. This could be that they wanted for you to be trapped in a situation environmentally so that everyone was against you, so that basically everything that did happen to you was against your will, okay? Because your freedom was taken unlawfully, or because this was the intent, okay? So this is exactly what they are experiencing now. So while they might have tried to bring to the attention of some predatory group of individuals you and your likeness, your image, your person, while they maybe even tried to sell you to this group, or while they may have succeeded at doing so for a time, or succeeded at exploiting you and profiting off of that, okay? whether it was intent or whether it was something that you was a reality that you faced, right? This is something that is exactly what they are going through now. So again, if they intended for this to happen to you and you were saved from this and you did not experience this, they will have to deal with people intending on doing the same thing to them, okay? If they actually made this happen, if you actually dealt with this and went through this and survived this, then they are actually going to be going through it and dealing with it. And who knows if they'll survive it. Again, they're not as strong as you are. They're a lot weaker than you are. So they probably will not be able to deal with the things that they have put you through because they're very afraid. I mean, they didn't care. Ten of Swords. They didn't care when it was happening to you, or they didn't care. They wanted to see it happen to you. They were happy when it happened to you. They wanted it to happen to you. They were planning on it happening to you. It would have made them feel good. It would have excited them. They would have made money on it, or it did make them feel good. It did excite them. They got off on it, and they made money off of it. Take it as it resonates. So whatever it is that you went through, they will go through. And again, they're just not as capable as you are. They're not as strong as you are. They're not a survivor like you are. They're already so weak that they had to gather in a group against you, okay? And I'm getting this very particular energy of they tried to sell you to a group. They tried to sell you, okay? Now, because that didn't happen, or because it didn't work, or because you escaped, or whatever it is that has made you now in this position where you are the survivor, you are independent from this, you are separate from this, the intent, the crimes committed against you, you're a survivor from this, whatever, you're separate. You're independent from this. They are not. So where maybe this was like a feminine who's very jealous of you, they wanted to see you RAP'd because of how jealous they were of how you looked. They wanted for you to be physically harmed because of how jealous. That is the level of intensity, okay? And again, this is something that might have happened to you and you might be a survivor of that. That is something that this individual is going to have to not only look at their intent, but also look at going through and surviving through, just like you did. Whatever it was you had to deal with, they're going to have to deal with too. Whatever it was you had to survive through, they're going to have to survive through too. And just like you had no help, just like you were all alone, just like you might have even had children in tow, just like you, they're going to have to deal with exactly what they wanted for you, or they're going to have to deal with exactly what happened to you because they played a part in making it happen, or it was intent they sent out. There's energy they sent out there, and it's coming back. It came back. Past, present, future energy. Collective, take it as it resonates. They were so reckless. They were so rash. They didn't even think or consider what would happen when you survived. What if you survived? What if you lived to tell the story? What if the group that they tried to sell you to, when it didn't work out, or you escaped, or whatever, what about when that group turned their set their sights on them? What then? What were they gonna do when, well, we can't have collective like you told us, like you sold us collective, supposedly, as if someone can sell another person. I mean, what the fuck are we even talking about here, okay? But this is the shit that happened, all right? People profiting off of selling another human being. Human trafficking, slavery. And I have heard from reliable sources that if you were trafficked and it was for sex, that you should consider yourself lucky. That's how terrible this energy is. That the group of people that they involved, they involved these people. Like, collective, again, you're not involved in this. Yes, they were trying to attack you, or yes, you survived this, but what is happening with this person right now, you are not involved in this. You are not there. You are not available to call. You're not going to respond to anybody. You're not going to show concern for anybody. You're not going to be available. And again, these people, they have caught the attention of a group of people. I don't think they understand how dark the whole trafficking industry can go. I don't think they understand the level of depravity. There are things worse than sex slavery. There are things worse than death. So, again, it's just the tip of the iceberg. They think they're going through hard times now. They think things are hard now. They think they're afraid now. They think they're going through horrific things. They think bad things are happening to them now. It's only the beginning. It's only the tip of the iceberg. I haven't even asked questions yet, collective. I've been over here doing readings on this channel for a couple years now. I haven't even asked any fucking questions yet. Yo, I haven't had to. Look at everything that's coming out. I don't even gotta ask questions. Spirit's like, you don't need to ask questions. I deliver messages. You just do this. That's all you need to do, baby. That's all you need to do. It's this. That's it. Job done. Perfect. Ten of Swords. These people have no idea the level of depravity that the groups that they have got the attention of. The Queen of Wands here. Yeah, this is Queen of Wands. Oh, man. If you knew what awaited this individual, if you knew, oh man, collective. Even though this individual wished horrible things on you, if you knew the level of depravity of the groups in which this person has stuck their little toe in, they thought, they think it's cool. They thought it was cool. They thought themselves cool. They felt good about themselves. It excited them, the idea of having you somehow attacked by a group of people. Take it as it resonates. They got excited by that. That was exciting to them. The idea that, you know, a group of people would take it too far and you would end up dead. The idea that terrible things would happen to you and that they would get to watch it. That excited them. That was their intent. Or that's what happened. Bad things happened to you and they watched. They watched, they smiled. It excited them. They pleasured themselves to it. That's the sort of energy. Okay, but again, this person just dipped their toe in with these people. That's just sex. That's just death. They have no idea the depravity. They have no idea. None. None. They have none. They have no idea, collective. I want to get out of this energy. I no longer wish to engage in this messaging right now, collective. I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Holy Spirit, Heavenly Father, we're just going to close this read out here and leave it here, okay? Maybe closing messages real quick. Closing messages. Queen of Coins. Collective, you could be this Queen of Coins, or there could be a Queen of Coins involved. Okay? You could be this Queen of Wands, or there could be a Queen of Wands involved. You could be both Queen of Coins and Queen of Wands. You could be stable. You could be grounded. You could also be alluring, attractive, capable, confident, a leader in your own right. You could be a business owner. You could be head of household. You could be a mother. You could be a wife. You could be a sex symbol, whatever. Take it as it resonates. You could be fire sign, you could be earth sign. Any old sign, all right? What about these two females? Closing messages, what about these two? Closing messages. Two of coins. Balance. Imbalance. They wasted their time and their resources. It's the Eight of Wands again. Okay, Five of Coins pops out twice. Eight of Wands pops out twice too. Thanks for the confirmation, Spirit. It's time to close the message out. Okay, so the energy they sent out toward you, maybe they even did this twice. Like maybe they did this once and you suffered horrific things and you didn't try to get your lick back, you know? You didn't go attack anyone because they attacked you. You didn't go lying on anyone because they lied on you. You didn't go trying to set someone up to get, you know, physically assaulted or to get jumped or to get stolen from or to be beat to death or any of that. You didn't do any of that stuff. But that is absolutely what they were trying to happen to you, or these are things that you went through, right? Short of, you know, death, obviously, because you're still here, collective. Thank God every day that you are too. But that energy they put out there, it's coming back real quick. And there might have been one round where they thought they got away with it because you weren't out there trying to get your lick back. So at one point they have already suffered some sort of karmic retribution. At some point they have already suffered in the past their energy coming back to them. And what? They chose to lie and say you were attacking them. So here they are about to have some energy come back. And like I said, they have no idea the depths of depravity, these two, or this one. She might have been really feeling herself, Queen of Wands, really feeling herself, really getting excited, even getting off to it sexually. The idea, or being able to witness, or, you know, feeling like she could be involved, or feeling like she could throw stones and hide her hand, whatever varying degree of involvement she had, she was really feeling herself, right? And then she might have actually profited off of exploiting any of those situations that she played a part in, and entirely or in part, whatever, right? Like, she made money on it too. Or there's the two individuals here. Two individuals who are about to have a little closer understanding of exactly the type of people that they tried to enlist the help of, exactly the type of people that they have chosen to surround themselves with, which is the energy that was coming out in the very beginning. The people that they have surrounded themselves with, energies who at this time are going through catastrophic events in their life, is no doubt their own energy that they have put out into the universe coming back at them. And these two might be getting separate doses of karma, with the two Eight of Wands coming out for two separate signs or two separate individuals. Or this could be two separate times for two separate energies this individual was in during these two separate times. One time they could have made money off of it, profiting off of it, and another time they could have really gotten off on it. Or this could be two individuals. Two times, two individuals, mirroring things, copycat things. People trying to make bad things happen to you are now experiencing bad things happening to them. People wishing ill intent on you are going to have to deal with others around them wishing ill intent. That's what I keep trying to, it's like words fail the energy. The level of depravity that these two women are about to have to deal with, I don't think they understand. They do not understand, for all they have done is dip their toe in. All they have done is felt good and excited about it. All they have done is made a little money at it. They have no idea the type of loss and lack that they're about to experience. They have no idea the type of spiritual harm that they're about to experience, or the type of physical harm that they're about to experience. They have no idea. None. And if I didn't know what terrible people these people were, honestly, I think I might feel bad for them. Shoot. So, until next time. Bye.